Good morning. I am just outside the U.S. Embassy in London together with Lisa Nolland for the first time. We're coming together and I am excited about our chat today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, certainly. I'm a sex historian. I've worked with Mike Davidson for many years now. I run a group called the Marriage, Sex, and Culture Group, which tracks the pansexual revolution and totalitarianism. We expose the bad and promote the good, including Mike's wonderful work. We are protesting the Equality Act that the House of Representatives in the United States has just passed, which would basically kill off religious freedoms, freedoms to get out of LGBT world in terms of professional stuff. It will destroy women's sports. It's a huge, huge game changer for the worse. So I'm delighted that Mike Davidson and his group is pushing back, and I'm really excited to be here.
Wow. And maybe for those who are not familiar with the terms pansexuality, would you like to elaborate on that?
Yes, certainly. Many folks understand about the LGBT, kind of the rainbow flag, etc. But there are many other sexual minorities coming out now too, and Stonewall and the human rights, some of these groups ignore them because they would give them a bad press, but they are very much coming out now. So we track all these different kinds of sexual minorities and try to say to the world, wake up before it's too late.
Right. What are your major concerns in relation to family in 2019? How are these sexual minorities affecting the future of what we know as family?
Well, one of the main methods of cultural Marxism, because that's really what we're talking about here, is to distance parents from children. So the sexualization of children via state-sponsored sex ed, that's huge. That's a huge challenge. Transgender is a huge challenge. And also helping people get out of sexual stuff they don't want is a huge challenge. And that impacts families in a big way.
Right. And we're seeing that a bill was proposed in Congress in the United States of America. Are you an American citizen yourself?
I am indeed.
You are. And so this is getting very serious because in Malta, we talk about the fact that the victims, those who were once victims, seem to have become the aggressors in society. How is this bill a threat to the future of our children?
Well, certainly in the States, and actually globally, because in many ways the U.S. is a leader for good and ill, it would force the LGBT minority, the rights issue, on everyone, regardless. Basically, LGBT would become the equivalent of black. So gay is the new black, and our children will be taught this. People who want out, who don't want this world, stop, you're trapped, you can't get out. So professionally, they can't get professional therapeutic help. What's taught in schools, what churches can say, it's absolutely, it's epic, it's massive. And yet many Americans don't even realize how bad it is. And it's basically the Democratic-controlled House of Representatives has just pushed this through. It's appalling.
Wow. So what work is currently being done to bring awareness on the implications and the consequences that follow this bill? And how would that impact the whole world?
Okay, well, if this goes through, then in terms of the U.S. sponsoring various global groups, they would have to sign on. So that's how it would, and the embassies, all that the U.S. does internationally would be impacted. That's the answer to your second question. But in terms of the first, what is being done is many people are trying to wake the church up. So there are excellent groups that I connect with that are doing a really good job in trying to say to the church, wake up while you still can.
Right. And what is your message to those who are currently being a voice for righteousness, a voice, we're seeing a global movement of individuals who have come out of the homosexual lifestyle and are very excited to celebrate their faith and the victory that they are experiencing in their lives, what would you say to them?
Come out, come out, come out.